The Arc of Illinois President's Award is not given out every year. It is reserved for when an individual has clearly demonstrated his or her commitment to and shares the Arc of Illinois mission. The Arc of Illinois is committed to empowering persons with disabilities to achieve full participation in community life through informed choices. Leaders stand out by the nature of their commitment and the integrity of their character. That describes Governor Pat Quinn. That describes Governor Quinn's entire public life. Governor Quinn, we all know, inherited a mess, to say the least. We heard from David Braddock yesterday, the author for the past 40 years of the State of the States and Developmental Disabilities, of how far behind other states Illinois is in the area of serving our loved ones with developmental and intellectual disabilities in the community, literally at the bottom of the states. We heard the same thing this morning from Tony Records, the Liggins Court appointed monitor.
No.
Enter Governor Pat Quinn. Governor Quinn agreed to and signed the Liggins consent decree that we've been speaking about yesterday and this morning. Governor Quinn attempted to bring Illinois into the 21st century with his administration's Community Rebalancing Initiative. Governor Quinn also has his Employment and Economic Opportunity for People with Disabilities initiative. Governor Quinn's legacy will be the governor that embraced community living for persons with developmental disabilities and intellectual disabilities. This legacy embracing person-centered planning, making a better life for our sons and daughters with intellectual and or developmental disabilities. No elected official can please everyone. It is simply not possible. There are those times, in my opinion, too infrequent, too rare, when an elected official does the right thing in spite of heavy political and financial pressure to do otherwise. Doing the right thing is nothing new to Governor Quinn. He's made a career of doing just that. Well, this year, the governor showed the integrity, yes, the courage to stand up and continues to stand up to very loud and powerful voices. He didn't take the easy way out. We, as families of children and adults with significant disabilities, many of whom do not have the ability to speak out for themselves, have found a champion, the governor of the state of Illinois, Governor Quinn. Thanks to Governor Quinn, we now, finally in Illinois, have the real possibility of significantly increasing and improving the ability of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities to live and work in their local communities. Thanks to Governor Quinn's support, Illinois is finally seeing the real possibility of a significant shift in how it provides services to people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, moving from an institutionally biased system to one that supports and promotes community-based services. The importance of Governor Quinn's support of both the Liggins settlement and the SLDC closures cannot be overemphasized. The governor receives hundreds of invitations and awards like this every year, and he could not possibly attend in person to receive the honor each time. It is a special honor that our friend Governor Pat Quinn is here in person to receive this award from us today. Finally, to my fellow parents in the room, to the siblings in the room, to the grandparents in the room, and to the professionals in the room who dedicate their lives to our family members with developmental disabilities, Remember who your friends are in Springfield and who they are not. We might not be able to contribute large sums of money like certain special interest groups who oppose our vision and our mission, but we do vote. So vote for those who have our backs, and those not just who give lip service and then turn around and vote in opposition to Governor Quinn's bold, courageous initiatives. To my ARC family, we need to actually support Governor Quinn, to actively support Governor Quinn. As I stated in my opening remarks yesterday morning, just remind the opposition of the words from 236 years ago, the words of the United States Declaration of Independence, for the words still ring true today. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed with by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The Declaration of Independence didn't say, except those that have developmental disabilities. It didn't say, except for the state of Illinois. It is my sincere honor and personal privilege on behalf of the ARC of Illinois, on behalf of individuals with developmental and intellectual disabilities and their families, my fellow families, to present the ARC of Illinois 2012 President's Award to Governor Pat Quinn, a true friend to the ARC, a proven friend to the ARC family. It's all of you in this room, and tens of thousands more throughout the state. The governor's legacy will be the governor who embraced community living and person-centered planning for everyone, transforming Illinois into a better place for our sons and daughters with significant disabilities. Governor Quinn.
A real honor to be here today, and when I received the invitation, it rearranged the schedule a little bit, but I wanted to be here with really devoted men and women from our state of Illinois who care about their families and care about other families and care about our community and believe in community care. And I think the words we just heard from Brian are so important that we not forget the value that our Declaration of Independence puts on liberty and independence, and having the opportunity to live a fulfilled life, an independent life. And I just told Paul I was so impressed by the video. Did everybody like the video there? We need to get Paula and John and Margaret and that video on the road all across Illinois, because as Brian just said, we have work to do, a lot of work to do statewide. To make history. We're not here to run in place. We've got to change things and change them for the better. And as you know, Illinois for way, way too long has been an institution by a state, and we haven't given men and women who long for independence and freedom and the opportunity to live a fulfilled life the opportunities they deserve in order to have that. And so we have begun this journey. We will complete this journey. Everybody in ARC, we're ready to go. We're fired up and ready to go. We have to work together because it is something that there are folks out there, unfortunately, who aren't on our side. They are going to try and put roadblocks and obstacles in the way. But we're a mighty force, and we have right on our side. And we believe in people, and I think the human spirit cannot be denied here. And it's so important that we band together in the best traditions of Abraham Lincoln's democracy, the government of the people, and by the people, and for the people. It shall not perish from this earth. That's what Abraham Lincoln said at Gettysburg in 1863 in November. And it means as much today as it did back then, that we are the people, and we know how to organize. Early to bed, early to rise, work like hell, and organize. In this room and all across Illinois, I think we can carry the day and carry it quickly. We've begun the process. We've had some hearings, even sometimes stormy hearings, but we have to stand up straight and recite the truth that needs to be heard. Sometimes folks in Springfield, in the legislature, they want you to tell them what they like to hear. We're here to tell them what they need to know. And what they need to know is Illinois has got to make some changes, and we've got to make some reforms, and we're going to do it and do it right. We're going to do it in a safe way. We're going to make investments that are very important investments in community care. We're going to take a system that's, let's face it, we're behind other states. We're going to catch up and go ahead of them. We want to have I think if we got Paul on our side, we can't lose. We're really, when all said and done, Illinois is a state of 13 million people. That's a lot of folks. We're fifth largest in the United States. And everybody counts in Illinois. Everybody's in. Nobody's left out. But in order to prevail, we've got to understand that in a democracy, we have to make sure that we get our ideas out there. And I want to thank Tony. He's the best letter writer and op-ed writer I've ever seen. We must be always on the move. We must get our ideas that are the best out there in the public realm so people can understand what our mission is. And it is a mission. This is something that everybody in this room has been committed to your entire life. And I think the people of Illinois are grateful to you because you have led purposeful lives. And it's so important. We lost a soldier from Pekin, Illinois just the other day in a helicopter crash, and I'm going to be at his funeral on Monday. And when I go to those military funerals, and there's so many young men and women who have given their lives for our country, one thing you see that ties their lives together, all of them, almost 300 service members from Illinois have been killed in action in the last 10 years. But what ties their lives together is an ethic of service. They understand that serving others is the highest calling of human beings. Service to others is the rent we pay for our place on God's earth. And I'm here to say, as the governor of Illinois, that everybody in this room has more than paid your rent and service. Let's band together, work together, and make the will of the people the law of the land. Thank you very much.
The governor wanted to assist in giving some awards. These three people represent thousands of people in state institutions. They've made a successful and a very happy transition to community living, and we want to recognize them for their advocacy and their willingness to have a couple days out of their lives to put this video together. So we're going to start with John Porter. John is...
Don't forget McDonald's. McDonald's.